And welcome back to the channel. In our last video, we took on the 4 remaining gym battles, earning ourselves the Marsh Badge, the Soul Badge, the Volcano Badge, and the Earth Badge. And in today's video, I'm going to be, first, I'm going to be showing how to do the item duplication glitch. And then we're going to be heading around Kanto to do the to tackle the remaining areas we haven't visited, like the power plant, the Seafoam Islands, before we head over to the Sevi Islands with Bill. And as we begin this video, remember as always to show your support for the channel by hitting that like button, commenting, and subscribing. Alright, first we need to give our Mr. Mime a piece of mail with just a single word. In this case, I'm using the go-to word of Abra, since it's the easiest of all the words that you can put on the mail. And I'm gonna go ahead and deposit my Pokemon. And as you can see down here, I've done a bit of trading with Leaf Green, managing to get getting quite a few trade evolutions and version exclusives. Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep Lapras in my team. And then we'll head over to Celadon City. Technically, there are 2 areas where you can activate this glitch, but Celadon City works the best, or more accurately, the area just past Celadon City. Oh yeah, and I guess I need to teach Farfetch'd how to use Cut. Alright, I'll have it forget Leer. There we go. Alright, next we also want to give Lapras the Oran Berry, or the Citrus Berry, depending on which berry you have. Essentially, for the item duplication glitch, you want only 3 Pokemon, 2 of them knowing either knockoff and or recycle, as well as 1 Pokemon to hold the mail, in this case Mr. Mime, and 1 Pokemon to hold a restorative berry, like an Oran Berry. In this case, Lapras with the Oran Berry. Alright, versus Seeker for these guys, and I'll go ahead and save the game so we can get this started. Alright, so to work this glitch, we're gonna need to get Lapras to use up its Oran Berry. Yeah, assuming that we can do this without Farfetch'd knocking itself out. Do I have any full restores? Okay, I've got 1. I guess I probably should have. Dang it! Should have waited until after I used it on the on Lapris's turn. Alright, I should have a... Here we go, a max revive. Alright, at least with fire spin in effect, it'll keep it'll at least help with the damage to Lapris, so we can hurry it along with getting it to eat its berry. Okay, seriously, what do these two have against Farfetch'd? Or is the game somehow sensing that I'm trying to do a glitch and is trying to keep me from succeeding? Whoops. Technically, it won't matter if you lose this battle, but we kind of need to. We do kind of need both Farfetch'd and Mr. Mime as soon as Lapris uses its berry. Alright, first I'll use Light Screen, then Knock Off. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we've knocked off Mr. Mime's retro mail, so now we can once again start focusing on these two. Oh, come on. You should be able to use the use recycle on the berry. Let's give this another go. Okay, I think... Alright, so Lapris just ate the berries. Now let's see if I can try to get this glitch to start working. Yeah, now that Lapris has eaten the berry, we can switch to Mr. Mime and have Farfetch'd use Knockoff on it. Now all that I have to do... there we go. Alright, it found one Oranberry. And again, these two are just targeting one Pokemon. Yeah, and it doesn't really matter if Mr. Mime eats the berry or not, as long as it's not holding the retro mail after the battle, then that's when the glitch starts to work properly. Perfect. Yeah, now let's take a look. Yep, Mr. Mime is not holding the mail, so the glitch is working. The glitch has started, so now we have to head over to the Pokemon Center, heal up our team a little bit, and get a team of all 6 Pokemon. Technically, it doesn't matter which Pokemon you put on your team, as long as you have 6 of them. Alright, next I'll take away the far-fetched stick. Now we'll go through the bag and give Lapras and the other Pokemon the retro mail. Yeah, if I can do all the buttons right. Now there's just one last thing to do to check. Okay, so when you give the 6th, try to give the 6th Pokemon mail and all the slots come up as question marks, that means you're doing the glitch right. Now you're ready to start duplicating items. And there's definitely one item that we can use to use this glitch on, and that's the Master Ball. And as you can see, we got one Master Ball in our inventory. And Farfetch'd is still holding the one we gave it. So now all we gotta do... So essentially, we can do this as many times as we want with any item we want. Such as rare candies, nuggets, Pokeballs, medicines, and other things like that. Okay, so that's... Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Mewtwo. Deoxys, Ho-Oh, Lugia. Okay, I think I need a few more Master Balls. Yeah, and it doesn't really matter if you take all the mail away from your Pokemon, as long as the glitch is activated permanently for this save file, so you can just keep do this anytime you want after you send all your Pokemon back. But for now, I'm gonna get my team ready for our little expedition around Kanto. And you can bet that I'm going to be using this glitch on rare candies, especially on Pokemon like Kabuto and Dratini. Not to mention nuggets, so I can go on a serious shopping spree. Alright, I'll give Dratini the XP share, as well as do a little rearranging in my bag. just so all my medicines are consolidated into one area. Yeah, we're definitely going to use the glitch on the max revives as well. Got candies. And I think I've got some nuggets in the PC box. So I think I'll go ahead and log in and get those right quick. Alright, now that that's all settled, let's start. We can now start our expedition for areas like the power plant and the Seafoam Islands. And once we're done with those areas, we'll head over to the Sevi Islands with Bill. Yeah, I was kind of thinking of going to the Seafoam Islands first, but my brain decided to fart out on me, and I guess now we're gonna head into the power plant to try and track down Zapdos. Well, at least this affords us the opportunity to try and catch some electric-type Pokemon, including the version-exclusive Electabuzz. Yeah, in Leaf Green, you can catch Magmar on Mount Tember, too. Alright, might be best to lead with Scyther in this place. Now I'll go ahead and catch Voltorb. Ooh, Magnemite. Yeah, since False Swipe doesn't do much against a Steel type, I'd be better off just chucking Ultra Balls at Magnemite. Unless, maybe I can use Rock Slide. As long as I don't use Flamethrower, I'll still have something of a chance of... Or maybe not. Oh yeah, and the best part about this glitch is that you can... About the item duplication glitch is that you can use it on any item that you want. And not just Pokeballs, medicines, and treasures, but also TMs and berries, too. Excuse me. I'm a little burpy right now. Alright, charred. Alright, this Magnemite's a little stronger than the last one. So this time I'm gonna stick with Metal Claw. And we got it. Yeah, you also have a chance to find the likes of Pikachu, like right now, as well as Magneton. But I think Magneton's has a far lower chance of spawning in. And since I already have the Raichu, there's no need for me to try and catch another Pikachu. Alright, TM25, Thunder. Hang on, what gender is my... Okay, my Raichu is male, but I think I've got a female Pikachu in my PC box. Now, the thing about the item duplication glitch is that a lot of people would think of it as a sort of way of cheating. Oh, did not mean to hit flamethrower. Could have caught that Magnemite or Magneton. Well, I'll probably just spam rare candies on the Magnemite we caught. But the thing is about the item duplication glitch, if people don't like the idea of using it, since if they find it as cheating, then all they have to do is just simply don't do it. But for me, I want to make things as easy as I can going in, because growing up I never really had any luck with taking on the Elite Four. Most of the time I never could make it past Lorelei. And I was lucky enough to get as far as Bruno or even Agatha. Alright, and there's Zapdos. I haven't encountered any Electabuzz as of yet, but I'll probably come back here before I take on the Elite Four to try and catch one. Alright, and I've got 8 Master Balls, so I'll take this opportunity to chuck one and catch myself a Zapdos. Alright, and next stop will be the Seafoam Islands for Articuno. But first I want to head south of Lavender Town to try and nab up to get the Super Rod from the Fishing Guru's younger brother. Or is he the older brother? Either way, I want to get it. Alright, TM48, skill swap. Yeah, and as soon as we as soon as we get it, I'm heading back to Seafoam Islands. Yeah, it's right here in this house. Okay, so he is the younger brother. Yeah, the super rod will definitely will allow us to catch some rarer water Pokemon. One of which I'm going to try and catch is Shelder. Since it's the FireRed exclusive. Alright, now that we've got the Super Rod, we can head to Fuchsia City, and first I'll top off my team and then we'll head in. But I'm definitely gonna need to get a Pokemon that knows the move Strength. Unless... hang on a minute. Did my Growlithe know Strength? Yes, it does. Now I'll have to swap it out. I guess I can switch it for Raichu. Yeah, just because I think it'll be a whole lot easier than just to have a Pokemon that already knows how to use Strength and teach another one. Alright, I never battled these guys, so... so we'll just have to take them out or take at least this guy out real quick. Now, I know I said that I would use the item duplication glitch on the rare candies, but that doesn't mean I don't want to also try to level up my Pokemon legitimately. Maybe I'll make the threshold of rare candies level 55, since that's when Dratini will fully evolve into Dragonite. Of course, he's using Icicle Spear. Alright, now we've made it to Seafoam Islands. And of course, another strength puzzle. But not to mention that there's also the version exclusive Psyduck and Golduck in this cave as well. And we're definitely gonna need a Golduck at the very least for a trade evolution or for a trade for a Lickitung. Alright, just because this might be a while, I'm gonna... Do I have my max repels? No, I don't. Dang. Well, I should also put this up near all the important things. Ooh, Psyduck! That didn't take too long. Got it. I'm definitely gonna need two Psyduck, so I can trade one of them for Slowpoke and Leaf Green, since those two are version exclusive opposites. Okay, we need to get the water to stop flowing so fast, so we can get over to the island where Articuno is. Yeah, I'm gonna want to catch at least 3 Psyduck. One to keep a Psyduck, one to evolve into Golduck, so I can trade it for the Lickitung, and one so that I can trade for Slowpoke. Two, 3, got it. Ooh, Golduck! Well, that didn't take very long to find a Golduck. Yeah, I'm using Metal Claw so I don't mistakenly knock out Golduck. Let's go for a Great Ball. 2, 3. Bingo. Alright, that takes care of that. So now we can take on Articuno. Alright, don't know why I threw a Ultra Ball or a Great Ball. Oh. Damn, that was a serious hit right there. Almost one-shot Charizard. Alright, well that takes care of Seafoam Islands. I'm pretty sure this is where we can also catch seal. But like with Electabuzz, I'll probably double back here to try and nab it up when I can. But for now, we're gonna talk to Bill and head to the Sevi Islands. Now, before you head to the Sevi Islands, be sure you have the team you want to take along with you ready, because you won't be able to use the PC until after you're done with everything in the Sevi Islands. At least not on one island. Alright, now we're on one island. And now Bill's taking us here to go meet with Celio. Or Celio. Yeah, and as I said before, I'm hoping that they port the Hoenn games, or the original versions of the Hoenn games, to the Switch too. Or the Switch games, or consoles, so just because it was implied that we can trade with the Hoenn region. Yeah, and this is another little side mission we've got to do here before we can head back to Kanto. Delivering this meteorite to the guy on 2 Island. But before we do that, we're gonna go this way to do some exploring on Kindle Road. This tentacle is really strong. I'll go ahead and try and catch it. At least this way I won't have to grind up for so long to get a Tentacruel. Two, three. Alright, now we got ourselves a strong Tentacool. Yeah, a little further up along Kindle Road is another great spot to do some pre-Elite Four XP grinding, because we can, especially when we have the Versus Seeker at our disposal. Whoops, did not mean to walk into his line of sight. Alright, Sand Slash. Perfect opportunity for Lapras to get in some more XP training. And it's also a shame that the Orange Islands from season 2 of the anime was never officially made into a canon locations in the games, or even mentioned outside of ROM hacks. Because I think they could have done a lot with adding in the Orange Islands to some mainline games. Ugh, excuse me. Alright, I'm switching back to Charizard. One more Hyper Fang from Raticate and it's done for. I'm mostly heading up this way just so I can go and get an encounter with Moltres so I can catch it. Yeah, if we talk to those two fighters right there, they'll engage into a double battle with us, so we can and we can use the Versus Seeker on them, and they'll have stronger Pokemon each time. It looks like we can't get through this way without getting involved in a battle with these two black belts, so it looks like I'm just gonna have to go right into them. Alright, once again, I'm sticking with Wing Attack for our go-to combo. Now we can head into the Ember Spa here. This is another reason why this place is a great place for grinding before the Elite Four, because you can come in here and not only talk to that guy in the blue shirt there that I just talked to get HM for Rock Smash, but if you come into the center of this hot spring, and you'll be able to restore your Pokemon to full health each and every time. Yeah, and here you can also have the potentiality to challenge up to 5 trainers at once. If you can get that one Battle Girl in the right spot. Here we go. Watch this girl here. Again, I want to try avoiding unnecessary battles if and wherever I can. Looks like we gotta go this way. Or maybe not. Just gotta time it to avoid this battle girl. And we can't avoid a battle with this guy, so we're just gonna have to get caught by him and engage in battle. Alright, Executor. Time once again for Scyther to strut its stuff. Oh, Hypnosis! Okay, let's... Alright, let's use an Awakening. Yeah, it definitely goes without saying that for a lot of my go-to Pokemon here, I'm definitely gonna need to duplicate a ton of rare candies, because a lot of the ones that I want to use for the Elite Four are all way too low level, or they don't have the moveset that I want to use. And it's a long walk to get up to where Moltres is, but it'll be worth it. Alright, now we're at the peak, so now we can move these boulders around, and there's our prize, Moltres. Alright, that's all the legendary birds of Kanto caught, so now we can go and take on Bill's request. So we'll head back to one island. I'll heal up before we go to 2 Island. Yeah, when you talk to the sea captain, your only options here are to go to either 2 Island or 3 Island. Alright, that'll set up my spawn point. Yeah, and up here we can talk to the lady in here, and she'll... Yeah, if you have a Pokemon that... One of the starter Pokemon that's especially friendly with you, you can have it learn one of the ultimate moves, either Blast Burn, Hydro Cannon, or Frenzy Plant, depending on which Pokemon you decide to have it tutored by her. Alright, here's the game corner. Oh. Yeah, you think that this guy would at least try and get some sort of cell phone for his daughter so that she can check in with him. And that's what I would do if I had kids. I would at least get them a cell phone, not one with internet connection or whatever, just one that they can call and check in with me whenever they need to. And this guy's definitely another plus to come and visit, because he'll help remind our Pokemon how to use one of the attacks it's forgotten while leveling up, in exchange for either 2 tiny mushrooms or 1 big mushroom. But anyhow, we gotta head over to 3 Island and try and find Lostelle. And she's not here. Yeah, looks like we gotta clear out these guys. Just a bunch of biker goons. I'll go ahead and stick with Charizard. And while I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and use Blast Burn to see what it's like. As you can see, it's very strong. Yeah, just because we're from Kanto doesn't mean we're on the same page here, man. Looks like these guys all have the same name of Goon. Yeah, I think we only need to face 3 biker goons along with the head honcho of this gang. Alright, Cue Ball Paxton. Alright, at least this guy has a stronger Pokemon with Wheezing. Alright, and next up is Muck. Once again, I'll use Blast Burn. Ooh, so close. Yeah, and that's a downside with the Blast Burn and the other two moves, because after you use them, the Pokemon have to recharge. So you should really only use them when it's absolutely necessary. Alright, and this guy is nice enough to give us a full restore. Bond Bridge, so looks like that's where we're going. Just as soon as we heal up. Again. Oh, I guess when we hit 3 Island, we'll be able to link up with our storage boxes in Kanto. Well, that's handy. Yeah, I got no need for any more Psyduck, considering I've already gotten all the ones I need. And of course, this lady has to be guarding the stairs right there. Aroma Lady Violet. And she's got a Bulbasaur with her. Alright, that's all 3 of her Pokemon taken down. So now we can keep going and to Bond Bridge and look for Lostel. Just narrowly avoided her. Alright, now we're in the Berry Forest. Alright, just an Oddish. And if I could find a Gloom, I could definitely use... I could use the Sunstone in the post-game and level it up, and evolve it into Blossom. Okay, I thought there would be a berry there, but I guess I was wrong. But it wouldn't be the first time I was wrong about something. Ooh, an Execute! Of course, since since I've already caught an execute in the safari zone, there's no need for me to try and catch this one. And there she is. A scary Pokemon. We'll help you out, Lustel. And of course, true to form, the scary Pokemon that's tormenting Lustel is Hypno. Oop. I was kind of hoping to try and catch it, but I guess I can always try and get a Drowsy and level it up that way, if I don't have one already. Alright, and there's one meteorite for you. Oh, and a moonstone. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, maybe we'll do that, man. But for now, we gotta get back to One Island and talk with Bill. Well, yeah, it took a bit because I wanted to explore the first 3 islands of the Sevi Islands. But at least Bill's nice enough to take us back to Cinnabar Island. Yeah, and we can all. Yeah, if we want to head back to this Sevi Islands, we can always hitch a ride to them from the port in Vermilion City, but yeah, I think I might do that outside of recording, because for now, I think I'm gonna call it here for today. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and remember, as always, to show your support for the channel by hitting that like button, commenting, and subscribing. And until next time, peace out.